What really changed for the work environment over the last 6 months? Is work from home trend here to stay, or the lack of physical presence a hindrance? With this new normal, we see a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity for SMBs and enterprises, and a definite need for a more modern, distributed, and highly productive workforce. Hi, I'm Tuncay Cil, Chief Strategy Officer at Asya. In a short moment, I will explain our vision for the future of office work, introduce our new work-from-home platform, and explain how we create value for the SMB and enterprise solutions ecosystem. First, let's do the numbers on the market trend. About 25 million people in the US already worked from home at least once a week before the pandemic. This is 16% of the working population, and 6% was doing this full-time already. The average income level of this group was significantly above the US average, so it's safe to say that teleworking was a sign of affluence back then. Let's go back to March 2020. In a matter of weeks, 20 million jobs disappeared and the remaining became primarily remote. According to Gartner HR survey, employers transitioned 60 to 80% of their workforce to work from home during the pandemic. Now that we know what's happening, let's speculate about the future a bit. Most research organizations are projecting 40 to 50% of the working population to remain working from home after the pandemic. Asya takes the low end of these projections and assumes 55 million people will be working from home post-pandemic. Now, this is more than double the number pre-pandemic levels. Beyond the health concerns of the pandemic, there are long-term drivers for a permanent remote work. Reduction in office-related expenses, payroll savings, increase in worker productivity, expansion of global workforce, and easy access to global labor markets. The simplest of these forces is the cost savings associated with not paying for office costs. Roughly speaking, in the US, this is projected at an annual expense of $10,000 or more per employee. Another driver is the gains in productivity derived from remote work. A Harvard Business School study found a 4 to 5% net gain to work productivity when employees work from home on their own schedule. Part of this is attributed to a decrease in draining activities such as commuting into the office, but the gains are also associated with modern practices related to the workday. When the employee is no longer expected at his desk in one continuous block, the employer nets productivity gains. We are also seeing that removing location as a qualification factor for getting and keeping a job makes it easier for employers to maintain a larger pool of employees. This includes the reintroduction of employees that may have exited the workforce due to office culture and location. Continuing with that point, access to a distributed workforce allows the employer to reduce some of their payroll costs. Employers with a remote population can expect an average 5 to 10% payroll savings due to hiring employees with a lower cost of living. Consider an employee living in Detroit compared to one in San Francisco. To match the purchasing power of the employee in Detroit, the salary requirements of the San Franciscan are doubled. When we think of all these factors on a global scale, we see a major opportunity for employers to build a modern and distributed workforce. Based on some of the factors we covered, the US, Canada, parts of Europe, and high personal income regions of Asia-Pac are all viable environments for high adoption of work from home. There are roughly 1 billion people in this cohort with similar characteristics, including the level of economic development, high personal and corporate income level, infrastructure availability, and cultural openness to remote work. 8 of these regions make up over 80% of the numbers. The United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, and some higher personal income regions of Asia-Pac are among this 8. We covered a lot of ground. Let's simplify our learnings. There are about 1 billion people living in the countries which we think are ready for permanent remote work. There are 400 million workers in these countries, and we estimate that 160 million of them will be our target for permanent remote work. By adopting work-from-home friendly policies, employers can realize $50,000 to $100,000 in economic gain per employee over the next 5 years. With 160 million possible remote workers, we are looking at multi-trillion dollars in value creation over the next 5 years. But there are many obstacles to achieving high work productivity at home. New usage patterns and quality of experience problems have emerged within weeks from the stay-at-home orders. Overall, average daily data traffic surpassed the highest traffic levels of the previous years. Upload connectivity volumes have doubled to unsustainable levels. To date, especially on cable networks, even the highest data plans do not offer a stable uplink during rush hours of daily internet traffic. Wi-Fi connectivity at home has also suffered. Interference levels have gone up, and there's been a rush to upgrade the home network infrastructure by consumers. Overall, more than half of the population still experience some level of problems with internet connectivity in a given month. About 15% of the population experiences daily issues, and about 8.4% has severe connectivity issues. To sum up, we see way too many people having connectivity problems while trying to work from home in the US and Europe. In order to achieve this new normal of high productivity across the world, we need to get ready for the prime time. And to do our part, we have built industry's first SMB and enterprise-focused work-from-home platform. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you our new work-from-home platform, EQUIPE.
To work from home, as a productive team, without connectivity issues, with peace of mind. Introducing EQUIPE. Higher worker productivity, better connected remote teams. Because one bad connection means a decrease in productivity for the entire organization. EQUIPE brings visibility and reliability to essential collaborative business applications. The industry's first enterprise and SMB IT tool for managing residential connections. The platform seamlessly pre-integrates with an ecosystem of ISPs, enterprise tools, and applications. The new normal starts with a strong connection. Learn how you can be a part of the EQUIPE ecosystem.